Alright, YouTube. Woo! So, it's the morning. I haven't made the bed yet. My wife took off in the morning before I even woke up to get her hair done. She likes to stay pretty like that. I'm not complaining. So, I got the day to myself. Today's President's Day. Woo! So, I'm making a video on Cartomizers. Cartomizers. You say, what's a Cartomizer? Well, okay. A Cartomizer is one of these. Is what you get back in the days. Remember when we used to smoke those blues or V2s or all those good stuff, and they came with these little pen batteries or stick batteries people call them, and they come with the refill cartridges like so. Let's see if I can find the V2 refill cartridge here, a brand new one. There we go. They come with refill cartridges like this. And this one is cola. You screw them in, you smoke it until no more vapor comes out, and then you throw it away. You keep buying and buying and buying more of these Cartomizers. Well, with the new technology these days, I actually took it out, and I took out everything. So I took out the little foam and the air tube. I just took it out, so you could drip, and it's advisable that you keep the air tube in there so you don't flood. But I only put like 1 or 2 drops at a time, so I just put it in just to wet the wick. So the Cartomizers. These are the Cartomizers. Now people are popping them out to make them drip Cartomizers. And I'll show you. And Cartomizers are awesome because they're such high ohms, but they use these like nano coils. So, or microcoils, right? Microcoils not new. They came in these Cartomizers, and that's why they vape so well for it being like 3 ohms. I'm not gonna pop open a new Carto. There's really no need, but let's just put 1 drop in there. And man, it vapes great. Way better than what the just Carto refills come in. So you heat up those coils incredibly fast because they're using such thin wire. Probably 34 gauge, maybe 32. But you see how many puffs 1 drop gives me, especially without that air tube. Be careful because you put any more than 2 drops in here, you'll flood. So I'm dry. I taste the burnt tea flavor. So no more, so I'm dry. Well, for those of you that are so used to the Cartomizers, but you like the performance of the drip, you don't like the performance of how a regular Carto, let's just say, you know what, I will pull out a chocolate, just for the sake of this video, brand new Cartomizer, why not, pop it off, pop off the little rubber tubey thingies, and this is how a regular Cartomizer is gonna smoke if you do get the V2 pack. You see, it's the same Cartomizer. They're both V2s. But the thing is, because this is from the factory and then the foam's there, it really, you don't get that, the vapor production as if you would just drip on it. But hey, it tastes great. It tastes like chocolate. So you don't get that performance as you would if you just took out everything, put 1 drop in there and get 3 hits. You're not going to get that performance. So, this sucks. I guess today I'll be smoking the V2 with the chocolate Cartomizer, because I let this sit and it'll dry up. crap. So President's Day, I guess I'll smoke chocolate pretty much all the time. I've been stuck on this MVP just because I want to see how long it holds up for you guys. With the rebuildable dripping atomizer on there, the mini. This has been hitting like a freaking train. I will, just because, 3 drops. Just because I want an actual good hit. It's the morning. I'm going to go ahead and take a vape off this. Man, it's good. Ooh, nicotine. I could probably get about 4 more tracks off that. So that's what Cartos are, and then they came out with this new Carto drip shield. And I can't actually take it out for you because there's actually, you know what, maybe I can here. Oh. And all it is a Carto. It's one of these. With holes drilled out on the side. Up above. See those holes up there? And a drip shield. So when I first got this drip shield, right, I was like, okay, so I guess you kind of drip, and vape, and if you drip too much, then it's a shield, so the vapor doesn't come out. No. A drip shield is basically a tank, and this is, I had to discover this by trial and error. Because I was thinking, hey, if I put fluid in here in the drip shield, it's gonna gurgle. It's gonna flood. It does not flood. Whoa! It does not flood. Where's my drip tip? There it is. It does not flood, and it actually works like a Carto, but now you have a tank. So this is a Carto tank. Wow. So you get all the performance off a drip, but you have a tank now. This is doable. It's still mouth to lung, but because of the vapor production, it's very doable. So I hear it flooding a little, so to get rid of that flood, I'm gonna suck really hard one time. Word of advice, don't suck hard. It actually pulls more juice into your mouth, into those holes. Hey, it's not leaking, so, but expect a little bit of fluid on the tip of your positive post on your battery. Just expect it, especially with like Kinger tanks and all that. You just expect a little bit of fluid on there. But this one's actually holding up pretty good. So back in the days, empty Cartomizers was like 10 for like $8 or 10 for like $5. They're like 50 cents each. After people started doing this, putting drip shields on them, man, the price skyrocketed. You're looking at like $3 per Cartomizer. But on the upside, because of the new technology, these actually last quite a bit of time. And they're good. So if you have these stick batteries still and you love them, right? Like, no, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to go ego. They're too big. This is comfortable. It fits in my pocket, and I forget it. What I suggest is getting one of these Cartomizers with these tanks. This is a 510 thread, so it doesn't quite fit in the V2. Sucks. But like something like green or blue, if you have the green batteries or the blue batteries, which actually my dad has, I'm thinking about getting one of these Carto tanks. I gave him one of the CE4s, something that looks like this, and he's currently using it in like that. But you know what? It's not producing the vapor that I wanted to. He's perfectly fine with it. He's perfectly fine with this, the Cartos. He's used to the Cartos, so he's like, that's exactly how much vapor that comes out, and he smokes it like this. It's no wonder he still smokes cigarettes. Everywhere we go, he'll pretend like he's not. He'll park and he'll be like, "Oh, I need some air," and I'll be like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna drip, 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 drip," and then I'm vaping away. And my dad comes back, and that cigarette smell just stuffs in my nose, and I just feel like, oh my god, that's freaking disgusting. And I was like, Dad, come on. You have a vaporizer, you paid a lot of money for it, you paid a lot of money for these stick pen batteries. You don't want the ergo because it's too big. What are you doing, you know? Quit smoking, right? You're old now. He's like 65 now, so he's there, he's old, you know, you should quit. But he's like, no, I like the portability of the stick batteries, and he gets in the car again after he smokes a cigarette and goes, that's how much vapor comes out. So if you have these stick batteries still and you are getting over the Cartomizers, you're one of two things, right? This is too expensive. Which makes total sense. Because the green Cartomizers, they're $5 each. Gosh, it's going to cost more than smoking cigarettes. Hey, the Cartomizer is finally breaking in, so I'm getting a little more vapor. But so not satisfying. But with these Cartos, with these drip shields actually work as tanks, guys. So if you're still dripping on the Cartomizer with the drip shields, stop, pop up the tank, put some fluid in there. It works like a dream. I'm not sure if you could hear that, but these Carto tanks, see where the mic is? Man, dude, at the moment you press that button, it's like, awesome. Again, don't take fast draws. It gurgles. If you take a hard draw to the mouth, you're gonna pull in too much fluid off that tank. I'm gonna call it tank, a Carto tank. And I paid like $12 for this. I'm like, damn, I paid $12 for a Carto. But I did it anyways for the sake of this review. And then the first way I was smoking it was putting like 5 drops, and then like getting burnt taste, and then putting 5 more drops, and getting burnt taste, and I was like, forget this, or screw this, and I popped it off, and then the little vents, I put like 3 drops while I was inhaling, so I was sucking it in, and I put a drip shield on, and then it came back out. I was like, this is how, I guess this is how you're supposed to smoke it. I did some experimenting for a few days, and apparently, yes, you could put fluid inside the drip shield, and it freaking performs great. I can only imagine if I put this sucker on something like a variable voltage, it's gonna rock my socks off. I don't want to heat up the coils too much, but so I'm reaching the end of my iTaste testing period, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep using this iTaste. Probably not, because I have so many other mods. But man, this iTaste is pretty. It's pretty much what I grab. Like if I have all these mods, I grab the iTaste first. And this video is gonna be kind of long, but hey, it's gonna be worth it if you like Cartomizers. I'm not gonna screw it on too tight. Okay, the voltage I'm probably gonna set it. I have it at 4.9. I'm gonna probably go down to like 4.1. Let's be daring. 4.1. The ohms on it is 2.4. So let's see how this. Woo! Let's see how this aggravates. Awesome, awesome. I'm getting a phone call, so thank you for watching. And this video will be up probably today, later today. I'm not gonna cut it, edit it. It's gonna be up as is, just because I didn't make any mistakes in the middle. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the Carto, please don't be afraid to PM me, or don't be afraid to leave a comment. Thank you very much, and you have the rest of the great President's Day.